I love that hat. So this is a pretty big room to fill. I like the room, the other room. It seemed like there was like a lot of people in there. Well, thank you all for coming back. Who has not been to a panel yet today, or yesterday, or today? Yeah, mine. Okay, so fairly new. Okay, first of all, we have people here from the UK. It's met all over the world, 50 US states and Canada. So thank you all for coming here. Give yourself a round of applause. Okay, well, let's start with questions. There's, of course, an announcement. We got a movies coming out, and it's, a lot of people see it, and I can't wait to see the movie here. It's pretty cool. And there's another project I've been involved with, I'll mention in a few minutes, that debuts in 2008. It has a lot to do with Transformers, funny enough. So let's, first of all, let's how about some questions? Anybody want to start with some questions as we kind of kick these things off? Yes? Oh, you want to spoil it to me? Okay, so all know used to be Megatron, and still am. So,
out of the surprise, terrorize!
We used to do that for how many years? 10 years? Well, now, it's transform and roll out! It's, I think Caspi is Optimus Prime in the new animation series. So it's weird. Yeah, a bit of trepidation. What? Cartoon Network is doing the series, begins December, the special, or January 2008 series kicks off. We've already done 2 seasons. I can't talk about storyline. I can tell you who's in it, so you can ask me questions about those sort of things. But it's a whole new generation of Transformers, and thanks to you guys, the franchise continues, and it's one of the reasons. So it's been a ton of fun. So it's any questions all about the series before, Beast Wars, or the new one? Fire away. Yes, Red. Right here. Yes, he is. Bumper Robinson. He's fantastic. Very funny. Kind of sounds like Chris Rock. Kind of is very, very funny. Very, very good. And talks very fast. Yes, right down here. No. Do you all remember Corey Burton? G1. Corey plays Ratchet. He's fantastic. And he's the new Megatron. He's a really sweet guy, man. He's just great. So, but he's one of the characters. Yes, over here. Yeah. Spike and Sparkplug. Spike, I can't remember. It sounds familiar, but I can't remember. Yeah, there's going to be some G1 sort of things resurfacing, but I can't talk too much about it. It's down here. You mean like for Cybertron and those series? Yeah. We work all together. Do you know the difference between anime or dubbing and prelay? Are you familiar with that? Okay, well, just for those who aren't, anime or the series that we did Enertron, was it Cybertron and Armada, thank you. And they were already animated in Japan, so we would come in and fill in the lip flaps, so they would translate it from Japanese to English, because they had them all done, and this franchise continued. So I never got to see anybody I was working with, first of all, and it was still fun to do, but you were limited in what you could do. There was no more, whenever there was a chance to say, yes, I would try and sneak it in, but you only got so much time, and you kind of move on. So for me, it wasn't as much fun, because you don't have the energy there with the people around. It's like a little radio play, like we did the Beast Wars thing. Scott McNeil, and all these Scott McNeil fans here today, Gary, and Doug, and Alec, and Venus. I love Venus. So it was so great to be together, because it was like being back in kindergarten, grade 1, throwing spitballs and screwing around. And when we got down to work, it was tons of fun. So that's what the new series is like. we're in the Cartoon Network, and we're all there recording. So, yes, right up front here. He's not. I know that they were looking into getting Scotty to reprise one of his famous roles, but it was an issue with he just wasn't able to work in the U.S. and it was a government thing, and it just didn't work out. But there, I don't think it's anybody can play a Wasp Winner like Scotty. He's so good at that. So good. Yes, sir. Here.
I got two questions. One, could you just compare your general thoughts on the feel and sort of motion of the storylines between what you thought of Beast Wars and the upcoming Transformers animated? And then also, could you just, would it be possible to have a little interaction between Beast Wars Megatron and Transformers animated Optimus Prime if you were to walk into each other?
She's oh man. Playing golf.
Oh, that's good. Not really, no.
Oh God, yes, that was.
Yeah.
Well, as far as the storyline is concerned, I can't talk too much about it. Okay, it's just that it's kind of having a knack.
His yesterday? Yeah, but I didn't have my camera set up.
But generally, it's a real good feel. The writing on it, I don't think there's been a series for a long time where you keep your script ahead of time, you read through them, and you read through. Okay, you look at your lines and how I can do this, and okay, I understand what's going on here. But I look forward to every episode of actually reading it from front to back, so everybody felt the same way. The writing on it is very, very good. The comedy is back. There's some really funny moments. Tom Kenny, who plays SpongeBob, plays a bunch of voices in one. He's the new Starscream. And he's Megatron. I don't know how he's like an evil SpongeBob, sorry, but it sounds. He's so good. It sounds so good. There's some really funny moments in there. And the writing, the other one, Bob Ford, Larry Cotillo, who I had dinner with in Los Angeles not too long ago. They're still around, and I worked with Bob on some goofy projects, and they were great writers. So I like the Beast Machine because I'm a Blade Runner fan, so it's kind of darker. People kind of felt I kind of really like the look of that show, the Beast Machine. So new one is good, but the Megatron.
Well, Optimus Prime, I guess it's your turn. You're up.
Not again, Megatron.
I can't believe it, you let me hit that last shot into the woods.
That's my job, Optimus Prime, to make you suffer.
Damn it, Megatron. Where's my 5-iron?
I stole it. It's back in the ship.
Ship? You guys have ships? That's cool. All we have is jetpacks. They suck.
Yeah, 4, transform and roll out. That one's way left.
How about sucking golf? Essentially, he's more like me than I am. He's a real goody two shoes, which is kind of funny in itself. He's so straight that other Autobots kind of, But yeah, we've had a ton of fun. So hope you like it. Yes. I like Noble. Do you all like Noble?
Yes, he was here. Very quiet.
And I like playing that. I've seen about 6 or 7 episodes. I've seen some of the autograph sessions, and I told you I only really 6 or 7 through. I never get a chance to see them. So one of these days I'm going to just put the disc in and watch it, because there's some great moments in there. You come up to me and I'll forget. You'll remind me. So thank you. Yes, back over here. Yes, you will. Corey Bird and Shockwave.
Yes.
Yep. Do you remember Grimlock on
I'm Grimlock in the new one. Yes. He's a Dinobot. And Locknata. He's Megatron's right-hand stooge. He's very funny. He would be the one in this episode to call me my queen. Megatron is wise. He's like that. And dumb as a post, but very powerful. So Grimlock, yeah. Fire good, no. Water good, fire bad. Hey, Grimlock! No! That kind of thing. Which I had a script. And that would be illegal. Yes, I saw some hand over here somewhere. There we go. Come on, out with it. Out with it. Come on. Come on, hit me. Yes, go.
Okay, for how much you crawl, let's say, script-wise, I know near the end of Eastport, some of the, shall we say, in-jokes, there were any in-jokes. Was there any of that that came from, shall we say, comments being made during a...
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Somebody will say something off the cuff, you know.
Oh, that'll be good. Let me try that.
You know, so it's okay if you say. I mean, y'all know how the yes thing happened? We're making sure to say yes. It was like it was a one word in the script, the entire script, and I sort of stopped. I made a period and just went something, yes, and then we start. And you can see their heads back in the booth now. This is David. Why don't we try it again and make it a thing? It became this thing, and so the yes became the signature of Megatron, and I've thrown in no once in a while out of the blue just to make it, you know. So they sometimes will go for it. The writers in the new series, you can throw out some stuff, and they love it when you do that. But you need to stick fairly closely to the script, because the writers are there watching you the whole time. Every Cartoon Network writer who wrote the episode, he's there that day. They're always in that day, so they're always checking notes. But they're such a fun group to work with. Every Wednesday, it's Comic Book Day in Burbank, and after lunch at one of the restaurants, come on up. I met her today at Silver Girl here, so she came up and hang out with me today. Come on. Everyone say hello. It's Destiny, everyone. Say hello. Big sisters over there. So yeah, you can sometimes, by playing around inside the studio, they will use some things. And also for you who are just maybe become voice actors or pursuing that career a little bit, if you're ever in a situation where you're in a studio and somebody's behind the glass and you're just reading for a role, when you're warming up your voice, you're actually auditioning. So if you're doing
Stuff like this, what's up, guy? You're doing stuff, you're doing little things, you're
doing a voice, you're trying something, you just warm your voice up. Sometimes they'll hear something. And there's a lot of times when the writers or people will hear you goofing around, and I've come out of session, yeah, that's that thing you did with that character, we're thinking of developing this character that sounds so, you just never know. So you're warming up, and you're in there going, just checking my voice here, everyone's just the hero thing, you're doing that. I did this the other day, and she was like, oh, what's that? I like this too, I'll come and save you and do the thing. Like, who's the guy that did the top 40? America's top 40, Shell Stevens. He used to do that. So, and that may give me another character in some other thing. So when you're in there, always kind of playing around, but it has its purpose. So when the guys are in there goofing off, they're doing it also for a reason, which is fun. The back over here?
Yeah, so do you work with the actors in the room?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called prelay, yes. Everybody is there. If you're late, you get into trouble. Yeah, Tom Kenny's a businessman in Hollywood. He's late all the time. He's Tom Kenny. So.
Do you guys have different directors for that stuff?
The voice director is Sublu. And